Welcome to the studio. Welcome, guys. Today we're actually doing something different. So I'll just keep you updated on what I'm working on. Currently I'm working on the body. See whether you can be able to get that shot. So I'm working on the body, and what I'm using is they use it for plastering walls to fill in the gap. And what I'm doing with it is I'm fixing the edges of the RC car, because what tends to happen is once you fix the body and you paint the body and you drive it around, they tend to have cracks on the weakest points. So it's usually nice to be able to reinforce the body inside. And what you're going to use is this type of mesh for plastering. So they put it in between the gaps, and then they put plaster on top of it. But you can do the same. What you're going to use is this, and then you have Shoe Goo. End up looking something like this. That's the end product. So that's the project of today. I'm working on that. I also got some paints that came in. So I'm going to open that and then store them, because there is a lot of body work that I need to work on. Usually how they come, they end up having one box holds two. Just dump it there. If I'm ordering paint, then I tend to go for two rather than to go for one, because you use an average of about 2 cans per project. So it will be easier for you to have 2 of the same than have 1 of the same. So when you start it, at least you can know that you have enough paint to execute the project. But also on top of that, I want to try to do color blends. So to use 2 cans of different colors and blend them in, let's say a bit of gold. And then with a bit of gold, I can also throw in a bit of, let's say, silver. So just to play around with the color blends. And it's very typical of the Japanese JDM type of cars, where they do that type of color blend. I got a drift gyro because I have a drift car that I'm working on. So I have practically everything to have it ready. So that's for couple of future projects, as we usually call them. So I have this. So some parts usually come, let's say you think of a project and then you pre-order them a little bit early so that you can have it available on time. Yeah, okay. So what I'm trying to do is actually fill in the gaps. So the better you get it filled in, the becomes perfect, and then you can be able to put the Shoe Goo. So that's what I'm trying to achieve with this. And then the small little parts, you can add them later on. It's not a difficult process if you have done it before. The only part is now when you start putting the glue, it gets a little bit sticky. I think that's the best method because it's easy to apply it, so it works quite well. Sort of targeting the seams, the areas where I'm connecting it. So once I target that, it's easy for me to spread it. And once I've sealed those areas, then I can be able to come and seal the other areas. So the corners are much more delicate. And then if you get that correctly, it's easy for you to come back and seal them again. Oh, this thing can make you high. To be able to get everything sitting right. But as you can see, we're getting there, we're getting. There we go. Nice, good blob. There we go. So if you're a person who bashes, or you like to race your car and you like to test the body, especially bodies like this that you love, and you put so much time into building them, it would only make sense for you to do something like this. There we go. Not yet finished. And then so the end result will be something like this. That's what you end up with. This, I use the clear one, and I use it for drifting. Sometimes you have to be careful because it messes up the paint, but I'm okay with it. But that's how it looks. So the thing is very tough. So once this dries, and then I trim it, cut it, put whatever else I want to put on the, like make everything stick, then I can be able to now, you see, it becomes, the more you put, the stronger it becomes, the more it sticks. And then fill up the gaps, cut it, and then you have a strong body. So when you hit the corners or anything happens, at least you don't damage your RC car. So RC tips for sure. To save your RC bodies is Shoe Goo, plaster tape, and a lot of patience while you inhale the glue. I still have to finish this, but I have to give it time to rest because once you put it at the edges, it tends to be difficult to fold them. So once it dries and everything, then I can be able to come and finish what I've already started. That's the plan. Need to carry on with what I was doing.